Bullish AMP cost expectations range somewhere in the range of 1 cent and 3 cents by 2030. Market experts accept AMP could reach 1 cent by 2025. Bearish AMP market cost expectation for 2022 is $0. AMP presentation. Clients have become used to paying speedily and the independence from worry over security while making buys. This is somewhat more trying for blockchains. Notwithstanding, AMP is utilizing collateralization through its AMP token to ensure that network clients will not need to pick either speed and security. Despite the fact that the security token was just presented toward the finish of 2020, it has gained extraordinary headway. The organization is as of now being utilized by north of 40,000 areas, and its cryptographic money is beginning to build up momentum. Might we at any point estimate the cost of AMPs, and is the token a method for installment later on? What is AMP? In the space of cryptography, there is banter about whether to put security or speed first. To guarantee the well-being of each and every exchange, security is required. However, speed is fundamental for the far-reaching reception of a blockchain. Collateralization is AMP's solution to this issue. Clients can wager digital currency with every exchange to guarantee that it will finish. The maker of Flexa organization, Tyler Spalding, likewise established AMP. It is developed on the Flexa organization and records two basic roles. While people can involve AMP for secure and prompt exchanges from their own resources, consolidating Flexa with AMP is feasible for vendors to ensure that installments are paid continuously. The interest for a vigorous and extensive stage will increment as blockchain client bases keep on growing. Financial backers are starting to see the value in AMP's original thought. AMP specialized investigation specialized examination shows that since its send-off, the AMP cost has moved generally high and low. The coin's process started at $0, and as indicated by verifiable records, it kept up with this cost for quite some time. Afterward, it showed an unexpected increment and crossed 3 cents. It then, at that point, continued with moderate exchanging after that. AMP arrived at a record high of 12 cents. Notwithstanding, following that, the coin had a precarious decay and retested around 3 cents. AMP major examination. AMP's white paper contends that it fills in as a mechanism for gathering esteem while matching the motivators, everything being equal in disseminated tokenized monetary organizations. This is finished by consolidating a non-inflationary motivation dispersion with positive input circles of rising spending capacity. Essential financial models are created to show that AMP proceeds as low instability security, with its worth becoming simply because of the utility it offers. By empowering decentralized proprietorship and support in monetary organizations, applications based on AMP can become significant degrees more expense proficient than existing frameworks and assist with killing the mind-boggling extra weight loss of customary social and financial designs for monetary exchanges. The report proceeds. AMP current cost. For AMP, there are clashing expectations from experts, with some expecting accomplishment while others predicting looming destruction. In one view, AMP is portrayed as a poor speculation by wallet investor who accepts it will drop most of its worth after some time. AMP is at present worth $0. AMP has moved 2.55% as of now with an exchanging volume of $3,693,886. AMP is at present positioned 138 among all digital forms of money with a market capitalization of $162,036,242 USD. Using the overall strength list, moving weighted normal, Williams fractal and moving normal intermingling disparity from the diagram above, we can decide cost designs for AMP to conclude whether having a bullish or negative year is going. AMP value forecast 2022. AMP, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astounding cryptographic forms of money to rise this year. The AMP cost figure for 2022 expects a huge expansion in the year's final part, perhaps coming to $0. Likewise with other cryptographic forms of money, the ascent will be progressive, yet no significant drops are normal. Averaging $0 cost is very aggressive, yet it is doable soon given expected joint efforts and progressions. AMP is supposed to have a base worth of $0. AMP value expectation 2023. In 2023, AMP cost expectation has a lot of space for extension. Because of the possible declarations of various new organizations and drives, we guess that the cost of AMP will before long outperform $0. In any case, we ought to stand by to check whether the AMP's overall strength record emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market unpredictability, AMP will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $0, a typical exchanging cost of $0. AMP value expectation 2024. Assuming the vertical pattern go on until 2024, it could reach 1 cent and AMP might benefit. In the event that the market encounters a downfall, the objective may not be met. AMP is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of 1 cent and a low of 1 cent in 2024. AMP value forecast 2025. assuming that AMP effectively supports market feeling among digital currency devotees. The AMP coin cost could stay stable for the following 5 years. As per our projections, AMP will be green in 2025. The AMP is supposed to reach and outperform its record-breaking high in 2025. In 2025, the virtual cash will be valued at 1 cent, with a base cost of 1 cent and a typical cost of 1 cent. AMP value expectation 2026. After some broad determining and specialized investigation, we gauge the AMP cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of 1 cent by 2026, with a base cost of 1 cent anticipated before the year's end. Besides, AMP has a most extreme value worth of 2 cents. AMP value forecast 2027. Because representing things to come organizations that are supposed to occur by 2027. We are expecting that a bullish pattern will keep carrying the typical cost to around 2 cents. In the event that AMP figures out how to break the safe level in 2027, we could see a most extreme cost of 2 cents. Neglecting to accumulate the help AMP needs by 2027 could bring about a low of 2 cents. AMP value forecast 2028. While AMP is endeavoring towards interoperability between organizations to rush association, the bullish pattern from the earlier year is supposed to proceed. So the base exchange cost has been put at 2 cents and a yearly cost close above 2 cents in 2028. AMP value forecast 2029. By 2029, AMP will at long last outperform its past ATH values and record new cost level. The base cost could be 2 cents and possibly arrive at a greatest value worth of 3 cents. Averaging out at 3 cents. AMP value forecast 2030. The cryptographic money market is known to be exceptionally unstable, which is one of the many justifications for why cost estimating is a troublesome errand. Makes an honest effort to estimate future price tags with accuracy. But all forecasts ought not be taken as monetary exhortation, and you should DYOR. In 2030, we are anticipating that digital money should have acquired reception across numerous areas. Thusly, the most extreme AMP cost in 2030 is projected to be 3 cents in case of a bull run, with a typical value level of 3 cents. AMP has a great deal of potential in the crypto field thanks to confirmations in regards to security and speed. However, for the AMP cryptographic money to find success, experts accept that it will expect it to continue growing its biological system and exhibiting its valuable application. What is the AMP cost today? Today, AMP is exchanging at $0, a complete market capitalization of $162,036,242. Is AMP a wise speculation? AMP ended up being one of the most discussed coins in the crypto space this previous year. In light of this, it is savvy to say that AMP is a decent decision of speculation. How high might AMP at any point go? The typical cost of AMP might potentially reach $0 a year. Throughout the following 5 years, it is projected that AMP might outperform 2 cents. What amount will AMP be worth in 5 years? In view of the rising ubiquity of digital currency and AMP, a drawn-out interest in AMP could see the value ascend to 2 cents inside the following 5 years. What amount will AMP be worth in 10 years? On the off chance that you put